He charged me 500 naira to bring me in here.
Now there's no canoe. Now you have to be walking.
Yeah, so no canoe. So what I'm doing now, I provide myself the way out, just shortcuts so that I could be able to go out. This is why you see some of the Paco, I happen to build some of the Paco so that I can, the place that are bad, the Paco will help me out to a place that I can take my walk to the road.
Taking another long walk from Owode Onirin area, we arrive at Maidan Orile community. The story is very similar.
This is my Orile community. Akintayo, Akinbola. I didn't know that this place was is a troublesome, because when we bought this place, it was so, the ground was so plain, everything, but all of a sudden, we started seeing water coming from the water banks. We are far away, as you are here, we are about 3 streets away from the water bank of Maidan River. But whenever they open the dam from Ogun, maybe Oyon Dam or those, so I don't know the dam. Whenever the bank, the river bank is overfilled, it flows down to Rosia. And the volume is always very high to the extent that it stays up to about 2 feet inside the house. So every year, we have to pack away. We have to pack away. Every August, November, that is how it used to be. That's what we have been suffering. We've developed a lot of stress from this development. It's not easy to be packing away every year whenever there's heavy rains. So that's what we have been experiencing here. It has caused a lot of damage to my properties. I lost my 2 cars here because whenever this flood comes, where I'm going to park my car is the first thing. But there was a time the water will have to cover it up, and all of them have been disposed, damaged totally. So I don't have any car now, for now. So this is the problem we have been going through, especially in this community. In our community, we have been contributing some money to fill the road, the common road. The developments we have even made within ourselves, every house you see here, you have to start from 8 to 9 coaches. That house you see over there is about 10 coaches. And it almost covered it up. So you can see how high we have been trying our effort to make sure that water doesn't come. But this indiscriminate opening of the dam, in fact, it is only the government that can help us. The individual effort cannot help. It's beyond individual or community efforts.
This year, for how long have you been out?
I will say almost 2 months now. Almost 2 months, since August. Since August. We started experiencing in the middle of August, and this is the end of October. So it's almost between 2.5 months or 2 months. That's how we have been suffering it for every year.
And do you consider going elsewhere?
Where? We don't have alternative. If there's an alternative, well, no problem. But there's not. This is my home. Or will I start escorting with those who don't? No. This is the only place I have.
Are you thinking of buying another property elsewhere?
I don't even have the money. I don't even have the money as of today. I don't have that money. Landed properties is not a common man's affair these days. It's millions. I don't have the means of getting another property. But if God helps, but this is the what I've been working for over when I was young. I bought it in 1993, and
what do you do?
I'm a technician. I repair nylon sealing machines. I build nylon sealing machines, and I produce nylon-related products.
The whole of this area, as it were, that is the Sherry here, Opik, Riverview Estate, and some others, like Sherry Nogiari. For some time now, we have been having this flood crisis. In 2010, it was of great proportion, and that necessitated the president to personally come on a visit. He came, and at that time they promised that, well, this is not a problem the state can solve, that the federal government will have to intervene. And at that time the president said they were going to make dams on Ogun River, because basically the problem we have this time is from Ogun River. And Onyo Dam, of course, because there was emergency release from Onyo Dam the other time, and this time there was no emergency release from Onyo Dam. Onyo Dam has been, at least to the credit of the management, the Ogun River Basin Development Authority, they have been fair, you know, in the way they release the water and manage the dam generally. But Ogun River, which is the crux of our problem at this time, is not dammed. There is a natural dam on Ogun River called Ikeregoj Dam, but it's not gated. So we are calling government now to help us to fulfill the promises made by His Excellency President Goodluck Jonathan to us in 2010, that they are going to find solution to this perennial flooding, because the challenges are so alarming that people will have to run away from their houses, businesses closed, and lives dislocated, schools shut. You know, schools within this area, you know, during period of crisis like this, they get shut, and sometimes they just send the pupils home. So we are calling government to help us, that there is no way we'll continue to live our lives like this. There are several companies located within this community. There are several houses. There are several interests. I mean, multi-billion naira investments, so which must not go down the drain. The government should, you know, come and, you know, solve this problem by creating a gated dam on Ogun River. Basically, the major problem we have at this time is that of ecology, and it is the responsibility or the solution falls squarely on the shoulders of the government. We are only appealing to His Excellency the President to look at the human lives involved, because what we are seeing here, it's even minor to what some other people on the other side of the river are going through. In fact, the other day I went to some houses, and water is already getting to the first floor of the decking. You can imagine the magnitude of that kind of problem. When tenants park downstairs, from downstairs to meet the landlord upstairs, and now even the landlord, you know, water is almost getting to the decking. It's terrible. Owode, Onirin, Majidun, Owode Lady, and all those communities. It's a very big problem, a very big crisis that, you know, federal government should just come out and help us.
The situation is in a crisis. We're in a crisis situation right now, because many people have abandoned their home because the floods keep rising, and to go out is a problem, to come in is a problem. And you see people taking advantage of that. Some who fly canoe, they take as much as 200 naira for a trip to go out. When you are coming